Hello, hello. Happy Monday. And welcome back to the Crochet and Craft Studio. I'm hanging out today. I'm having a relax. I don't know that I deserve that, but I've been feeling like I've been going a mile a minute lately. Oof. It's fine. It's fine. Updates. My half, I guess we could call it, of the what it is. Save the dates are out. I put them in the post office today. Yes. And I'm slowly but surely working on an order of events, like a little thing to give everybody as they, like the people who are like a part of the wedding, like my parents and people in the court, so they know what's going on, etc. Sorry, I was setting up my computer too. I want to see if the computer catches comments any faster because there's such a big lag, I feel like. But I just started this today. I don't know, maybe an hour ago, maybe a little less. Here, I'll show you the picture. On this hooded blanket. It's pretty cute. It's pretty simple. It's one little page. And that writing is small, but it ain't that small, so it's not bad. This is actually just 2 rows until I hit 29 inches. And then I add the hood. What? That's pretty simple. Simple. So no worries. Oof. It is sounding like it's going to superstorm somewhere. It did not rain here, but man, it sounds like someone was up banging on our roof. So good luck if it's headed to you, because it sounds for real. So far, I haven't really, this yarn, I've never used this yarn before. The Premier brand. It feels like a little bit of a deluxe yarn. Ooh. And why do I say that? Because it was probably originally $5 or $6 for a skein. And it has less than 300 yards for this ball. That's a lot of money. $5 or $6. But it feels so good. I'm probably gonna need to make that whenever we get time. Time, please. I heard Albert Einstein said something about time, like we have time so everything doesn't happen all at once. I found that to be an interesting thing to say. Ooh. Okay, here we go. What am I doing? Alright. Now I'm lost. Uh-oh. Okay. Ha! Got it. I like this a lot. The pattern is simple enough where I feel like I'm getting pretty far pretty quickly. Like that's pretty good. And I really was taking my time on row 1. So I'm on row 3 right now. And I was really taking my time in row 1 because I didn't want to mess up. But I didn't mess up, so good for me. I didn't have to rip anything out so far. Ah, it's like a first. First for me. Ugh. But I liked that yarn a lot. If you ever see it on sale, yes, do buy it. It is great. I actually have a few. Okay, so this is about the time where I wised up and realized that I can't just get like 1 or 2 skeins of a yarn, especially when it's a smaller ball. Like this one's kind of small. It's a little guy. And I ended up getting 4 skeins of each color, and I got 4 colors. And that was probably a year ago. So I'm finally using it. Look at that. Hey. Shoo-wee. So I've been really enjoying this pattern. It's making me feel like I am getting somewhere pretty quickly. I'm normally a pretty swift crocheter anyway, and so far it's been the same Like row 1 is the same as row 2. So that's good. And it's been nice and simple on the ends. I like how they instruct you to like when to chain and where to put the last stitch and the finishing stitch and the starting stitch of the next row. So I've been really pleased with this so far. It's so dainty. It's so ladylike. It's so nice. So it feels like it's going to be pretty warm, and there are very, very small holes. So I like that. I found in, well, I think this is really pretty too. But there's something about this that I'm really liking. This kind of shell pattern. So what they're calling a shell is this little guy or this little guy right here. You can see them really good on like the middle row. So this is a shell. It's a single crochet and 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and it creates like a little shell sort of look. Quite a few of the patterns that I've been doing lately have all had this like shell thing going on with them. So apparently my eyeballs are like, ooh, look at that, for every shell pattern. But I like this so far. I'm feeling good about it. I think this is going to be something that a beginner can do so far with some help. I'm thinking of doing like when you first start a pattern, you start with a chain. So I was going to do a chain and then do a couple stitches with you on a tutorial, and then like do about this much, and then show you that on the same tutorial, and then create another piece that's like the finished piece, and then when I'm adding the hood and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about that for the next tutorial. Oh, you guys, doing that was rough. That was rough on me for that faux hornet's nest. Ooh, I hope at least helped one person. That was something else. But I learned a lot. I know what to do next time, so that's cool. So I'm thinking, I know I'm already going to make probably 2 of these blankets, so I may just do it in a different color. That way I'm not like wasting yarn each time I try to do a tutorial on something. But I thought that this blanket might be a good idea to do like with you, for those who are not wanting to do the crochet along, or who feel a little intimidated by the crochet along that's coming up. So that way you guys can still be a part of something and do something. So yeah, what do you guys got going on today? I'm playing around with this blanket. I am still working on the tablecloth. Sweet Jesus. I swear, I'll sit down for 2 hours and not even do a half of a row. It's big. It's a big boy. And that yarn is crochet thread and is really dense. So it's meant to like make doilies out of. And it's really like thick and durable, but really thin also. So touching this yarn is so nice. Woohoo! I'm really pleased with this. I'm glad I'm making something nice out of these finally. About time. It's been a year. So every Monday, every Monday Yarn Inspirations has what's called a Magical Monday, Unicorn Monday, and they do a bunch of sales like 20% off something something. I tried to crochet a little today. I have like 3 works in progress. I'm trying to finish, but I also had to work. Oof. And make sure my kids didn't, you know. You know. Priorities with the kiddos. I do try to crochet every day as well. But what was it? Friday I did none crocheting. Could have been Saturday. I don't know. I was a busybody. So busy. It's been hard. I know. I haven't been live since Thursday, and there's a big old reason. And I'm the best at like, well, let's fill up the week with a bunch of junk. Great. Three works in progress. Man, what are you working on? What you got going on? I got this and the tablecloth. What do you have? What do you got going on? I mean, on Wednesday I'm going to ask for photos, so. Alright, at the top of chain 2, do a single crochet. Chain 2 and turn. 2 double crochets in first stitch. And move right along. Cool. I dig this. This is so freeing and like just so light and nice to work on. See, it's a nice little corner. Ta-da! Some people when they are learning to crochet get nervous about what the sides are looking like. Nah. This one squares up real good. Another reason I think it would be a really good beginner blankie. And what I'm using, or what I'm going to end up doing with this will be one of those blankets that I donate. And the blankets that I donate, I do my best to have very small to no holes, because the little baby fingers get stuck in there, fingers and toes. You don't want a little baby finger stuck in a hole in a blanket, especially if it's a bereavement blanket. So I purposefully pick colors that are not bright. So although this is pink, it's not like a bright light neon pink. The hospital suggested that the not loud and not bright colors photograph a little bit better, because sometimes mommies want photos of baby too. So I just started a blanket because I had the yarn for it. I mean, that's a reason. I'm also working on a baby blanket and a stuffed elephant. Oh my goodness, an Ellie, yes. That match each other. I'm gonna finish those 2 this week, I swear. Ooh. Well, bless you, girlfriend. That's a lot. A baby blanket, how big is it gonna be? My baby blankets are like no bigger than 30 inches. I think they all are pretty little. Them little guys. That's how I get through so many so quick. They're all tiny. What am I doing? Oh, single crochet. Grow up. Get in there. Boom. Boom. Alright. This yarn's really nice. It stands up really well, so it's like, it's dense, but really soft at the same time. So I'm really pleased. It kind of holds itself while I'm working, so I can see where I've been and where I'm supposed to go. So I like that. I like that a lot. You don't get lost in this yarn. It's really nice. Whew, finally. I might have a new favorite. Wow. I can't have a favorite that costs this much. I wonder how bad it pills. Oh, is this an anti-pilling yarn? Yes. This is 100% acrylic anti-pilling fiber. Woo. So this means, you know, in sweaters and the underarm and stuff, like where your it all rubs together and it gets the little fuzzies. The little fuzzies. This won't get little fuzzies. So that's why it's so expensive. Woo. I forget, 30 sounds right, maybe a little bit bigger, pretty little. It was a pattern for some placemats, but it was pretty, so I made it bigger. We'll see. Oh, I love that. Oh, I really like the idea of, I found this pattern, it's really for this, but I'm going to turn it into that. I think that's really cool. Oh, see, we crafty people, that's what's up. We just, oh, I like this, I'm going to make it this instead. Good, I'm not the only one. Not the only one that changes everything. That's cool. Not very big. A little blanky boo. That's an elephant. Oof. I don't know about doing animals. And I don't know about that. I'm nervous to like make a stuffed thing. It seems like you really have to pay attention to the pattern, and I don't like paying attention. I do this to relieve stress and to relax. I don't do this to make huge, amazingly ornate things I gotta think about, which is probably why, like, the tablecloth took me a long time to pick up. Like, you pick your project up, you put your project down. The tablecloth took me a long time to pick up because it's like, you gotta pay attention. And I may or may not have found a mistake, you know, 32 rows back. It's fine. I don't know that I've got it in me to rip it out, though. It looks fine. It's fine. It looks beautiful. It even photographs beautifully. I don't need to rip it out. I'll ask Rachel. I'll see what Rachel says. It'll be up to her. Alright, what is going on? Ta-ta, ta-ti-ti-ti. Yeah, every Monday, Yarn Inspirations has a sale on, I forget the type of yarn. It's stuff I don't normally use, which is why I didn't post it and haven't been posting it on the page. I'm happy to share that for you if you would like. I also am not 100% convinced that 20% is a deal, because if it's 20% off, it's still, you know, 80% on. So that doesn't feel like such a deal to me. But some dollars off is better than no dollars off if you have a specific project you're working on. Yeah. I had no coffee today. None coffee. Phil was off of work. And you better believe I didn't get my butt out of bed until after 9. So I did not make coffee before I went to work today. And neither did Phil. So I'm on my 3rd bag of tea. Hoo-hoo. I don't know that it's working. I'm pretty tired still. I could probably just go into bed and snuggle. I gotta work on this. I want to work on this. I'm glad I started it. this will be considered, for me, this will be considered a quick project. Like, Noelle was talking about finishing it before, what, next week? The weekend? I'm going to finish these 2 this week, I swear. Yeah, so finishing stuff up this week. I will most likely be done with this week. Before the crochet along. I wanted a little something I could help guide you guys through before that started. I'm going to get done with this, then I can do a tutorial if you guys would like. And then those who are doing the crochet along, you need to sign up via email though. Oh no, well, that was no coffee for you either. Oh goodness gracious. Ooh, I'm about to just make a pot, but if I do that, I can't have caffeine for real after 3 o'clock. Hey Sarah! Hello, hello! Yeah, I think I'm done doing the no coffee thing. It was the accident today, and it's not gonna accident ever again. You do need to sign up for the crochet along. It's via email, so that's pretty cool. Hey Mary, I miss you. I miss all of you guys. Okay, what am I doing? But when I signed up for the crochet along, the confirmation email went to my spam. So do check there before getting all excited that you didn't, like you're not going to be a part of it. I still think I want to do 2 blankets. I think that would be cool to do. And then some little projects on the side with you guys. So like this little project. It's cute. It's working up. It's working up nice. I can't get comfortable. I don't know if my legs hurt or my body. Maybe I'm just still hungover from Saturday. That's probably it. Shouldn't be drinking tea. Should be drinking water. It's fine. But so far, I really like this. I feel like this is a learn a new stitch, learn a new pattern. Pretty simple. And when you're done with it, it'll feel like you made something. And not just a washcloth. I'm about that. That's really pretty. Yeah. I vote yes. Oof, and I vote heck yes for this yarn. Cheese and rice. In the beginning, I was kind of splitting it a little bit because I can really see all of the fibers that are in here. I can really see all of the... Okay, so when they make yarn, it starts with fiber. Kind of like how, like a cotton ball, when you break it open, and then it looks just like fibrous. It looks like that. And then they weave that into small little strands. And then they weave all the strands together to make yarn. Pretty cool. Also, I found out that some yarn has like the piece coming out of it already. Like I like to pull from the center of my yarn. I don't like to pull from the outside because it ends up starting to twist. Can't stand the twisting. Oof. The stupid air conditioning. I gotta do something about this. I like to pull from the center, and some of the yarn that you'll see already has a piece sticking out from the center. Other skeins of yarn you have to reach in and pull it out and actually find it. The skeins of yarn that you actually have to reach in and pull it out and find it, those were on an older machine when they were made. The ones that already have it sticking out, it's from a newer machine. Isn't that neat? That's pretty neat. Dropping some yarn knowledge. That's pretty cool. And some people, when storing their yarn, they like to keep it in the bag. If you do that, at least open the bag. The yarn needs to breathe. Yes, the yarn needs to breathe. So get it out of the bag. And you're welcome to like keep it in like Tupperware things, but I would leave the lid off so the yarn can breathe and it doesn't get moldy. Because it will. It doesn't matter where you're storing it. If the yarn can't breathe, it'll mold and deteriorate and go poop-hill. So, things to think about. This is a non-smoking environment, and this is a very not used much room. So it's a very low dust. I know Cat hangs out in here a lot, but he doesn't like jump up all over the yarn. So I just figured that our no smoking, low dust, one kitty environment is safe and plenty fine for the storage of our yarn. My yarn. Who are my yarn? I am about this. I like this pattern. I might do a whole bunch with this. The little blanket, the yellow one that I was working on, was very similar to this one. The same kind of shell concept with different stitches in each. And like how I'm doing a single crochet and 2 doubles in one stitch. That one I think was like a single crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochets or something like that. So it's still the same concept, just different stitches. Oof, I like this. It feels good. It feels like kind of like your favorite t-shirt. The way it feels when you're wearing your favorite t-shirt. That's how my hands feel. Ooh, or new socks. It feels like new socks, but in my hands. So my hands are happy. Alrighty. Da, 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 da. So I'm also considering doing maybe after the crochet along. I don't know. I feel like it should go along side by side with the crochet along for those who are not doing it. That way they can still feel like they're like a part of something and doing something. I'm wanting to do like open this group up for donations, like a donation blanket sort of deal, like the NICU warriors or something like that, where you guys, instead of doing like these big Afghans and such, would make smaller blankets that we can donate to the NICU centers around and in places like Bridges Path, like we talked about last time. Those ladies and gentlemen are doing some work over there, so it's a big deal. I thought that might be neat. That way you can still feel like you're a part of something and doing something, still using your yarn, still learning a craft, still crafting, and being a part of something a little bit bigger than yourself. I think that would be neat to offer in this group. And then I can, as I find patterns that I think would be good for the NICU warriors. I don't know. I'm playing with that term right now. I'm not sure what I think. I'm kind of just throwing it out there. But as I find patterns that I think would make sense for either bereavement blankets or just baby blankets in general, I can post them and maybe even put them in a different file. So that might be cool. You guys can pull from those. They will not be hard. They'll be easy. If they are hard, I'll do a tutorial or something. How about that? But I think that would be cool to do for those who are not doing the crochet along. You can still make some bereavement blankets or just baby blankets that we can donate. You can mail them to me, not a problem. You could drop them off at the shop, not a problem. So in the mall. And then I will get them to where they need to go. I was looking on, you know, how Facebook does like your memories. And the other day, from, I think it's 2 years ago. 2 years ago? Could have been 3. Where I got the post. I was tagged on a post and it showed all the sizes that Kettering NICU Center needed, like for their baby blankets, and not just for the NICU Center, but the bereavement as well. And it gave me all the sizes of blankets that they need. Some are small. Some are like, I think 12 by 12. I mean, you can make a 12 by 12, y'all. I've pretty much already done one. Yeah. Real close to, you know. So I think I might do that. I think that would be neat. Get y'all involved in something. I keep getting ahead of myself. Cool beans. 12 by 12. Yeah, so that would be a bereavement blanket. And the patterns that I would post would still be like a nice blanket that, so I never donate something that I wouldn't want to take home myself. So I try to keep that in mind. It's not just like, well, I tried this and it sucked, so I'm going to stop, so I'll just donate it, it's fine. No. It's still something nice, because sometimes mommy only gets to take home the blanket. So it better be nice. Yeah, the 12 by 12 is considered an extra small. I swear it's 12 by 12. I mean, I would almost bet my job on it. And that is considered an extra small blanket, which people don't think to make them that small, so they need a bunch. I didn't realize that what the NICU blanket thing, like, I just didn't get how actually important that is. We were taking St. Jude donations at work, and I was talking to a woman who decided not to donate because they do it from a home or elsewhere in other places already. And I'm like, I totally understand. We're a no judgment place. In fact, I do not normally give to St. Jude because I give in other ways. And I told her about the bereavement blanket thing, and it knocked her over. She's like, that is great work. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So this is real. It's really important. And okay, just keep doing it. Okay. Yeah, I'm about this. I like this a lot. I can't tell if it's just the pattern or if it's the yarn. Okay. So I'm using a little bit bigger of a hook. Well, everything feels bigger than what I'm normally using. Shoot. Do I have... Alright, this one is really close to the one that I'm using on the tablecloth. This is the one I'm using today. And I wonder if I can pull this out. And the tutorial that I posted, oh, bless me. Sorry, everyone. This is the size that I used during the tutorial. So this is a J, this is an H, and this one is called 7. Cool. Sure. And they're all the same brand. Great. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, this is the same size as the... Oh my goodness. The tapestry needle is bigger. Well, my mind just exploded. So, there we go. It's fine. Pulling out the yarn. Yeah, had to do something to make today feel great, because, ooh, this whole weekend I feel like I've just been running around like a crazy person. So I'm trying to do, okay, the address labels and make labels for the bridal shower. So, doing that. And the order of events for the wedding. So, like, at the rehearsal dinner, I can hand it to the bridesmaids and they'll know what's going on all day long. Once dinner starts, the thing stops. Like, no one needs to know what's happening after dinner. We all know what's happening after dinner. The normal stuff. Normal wedding stuff. Donezo. Then I'm also putting together, I don't know if it's going to end up on the same thing or not. I'm trying to make like half sheets of paper and pass them out and have all the bridesmaids' phone numbers on them, and the groomsmen, and the cake place, and the photographer's number, everybody's phone number, so everybody can contact anybody throughout the day to see what's going on. Super simple. Well, it's not simple to make them. So I'm used to making like flyers. I made a lot of flyers when I was in college. I was a resident assistant, so we had at least 3 active programs and 2 passive ones throughout the year, or throughout the quarter. So it's kind of a lot. And I would make a flyer for them. Well, the program that I made the flyers in no longer exists. So I've been like fiddle farting around in freaking Word. Stupid Word. And I can't figure it out. Like, I just can't get what I want onto the page. So I'm like frustrated. And when you just sit and fiddle fart with something on a computer, it just takes extra, I don't know. All my patient bars crash. Got like a patience meter, and my patience meter hits the floor about an hour after I've been dicking around with nothing, and then I've got nothing, and it's not right, and it doesn't look the way I wanted it to. It's fine. But we did pick out our invitations. They look super cute, I think. I don't know, I'm nervous about the font that I chose. Is that normal? I think that's normal. Totally normal. I'm worried about my fonts. Ugh. It's fine. This is so great. I really like this. I hope you guys tried this pattern, because it's just putting wind in my sails. That's how I feel. Man, I thought dropping those save the dates off at the post office would make me feel some kind of a way. No. I was just kind of like, well, what's next? I didn't feel a sense of relief or accomplishment or anything. It's okay. This quick project will give me a sense of accomplishment. And tomorrow we are doing session number 2 of our premarital counseling, which has been going well. We're supposed to read through a workbook, a book, and then fill in the things. And that's fine. I can do that, except for we're doing terrible. I don't think we're even halfway through it. It's not very long. It's not very big. Worrying about all the things is normal, but it will all be fine. Thank you. Oh, like 118 days or something. I feel like nothing's done. So before the pandemic, I was like, we got this. It's fine. Da 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 da. I took like a mental break from all the things and just focused on our apartment, on like getting organized and cleaning up and blah blah blah. And then Sunday I was like, oh crap, it's in 4 months from now. Don't touch your face. So that's where I'm at. I feel like there's nothing done. 0 things are finished, accomplished, figured out. None. I'm farther along than I think. And I'm one of those people who, oh, this is due in 3 weeks. Let's just finish it now. Let's get a start on it. Oh, blah, blah, blah is coming up. Well, let's get started on that. So I'm like, I already, for up the past year, I think I've had the things that I'm using to help me put together my seating chart. Like I've even cut out like, these colors are for my people, these colors are for Phil's people, these colors are for the bridal, like the court. And then here's this big thing, and then here's all the tables. I cut out all the tables. So like weird little junk like that. I've had that for a year. So we'll get there. We will get there. It'll be great. We still don't have a DJ, and we haven't picked out what the like suits or tuxes are gonna look like. But we'll figure that out. And by we, I mean Phil. I'm doing all this other stuff. He can do that. Man. There's so much stuff that like just doesn't matter. But it's fine. Yeah, see, nice little corner. Corner. There it is. Hello. Maybe I should use a different size hook or something. Maybe it's not supposed to be this dense, but I feel like if I used any different size hook, then the holes will get bigger, and I don't want big holes. But it seems really stiff. But I am using the size hook that it's telling me to. Weird, I know. Listening to the yarn. Yeah, it says to use the H or 5mm, and that is what I'm doing. So the other day I had crocheted for a few hours. I think it was only a few hours. And I woke up the next day, my hands were swollen. And I don't think I ate that much salt. Like, I just don't think it was that much. I don't even add salt to things. And we had a home-cooked meal, which means even less salt. And my hands were so swollen. Oh my goodness. Oof. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen no mo. Which means stop taking breaks and crochet every day. That was my takeaway. Which I don't think is supposed to be the takeaway. It's fine. I've had blisters, but I never swollen hands. That's dedication. Yeah. When we went to Florida, I crocheted so much on our way down there that I had blisters on my pinky from where like my hook glides on my hand, where I help when I do this a lot. I do a lot of turning of the hook. And I've noticed the hook that I've been using for the tablecloth, you can see where each of my fingers goes. I don't know if that's like a dirty thing or if like I'm just made of acid, so I'm just eating away at this hook or what. But usually they wear out, like the color wears off around in here. But what's wearing out is like here where my hands go. So that's interesting to me. So the blister, yes, and a Band-Aid, man, makes all the difference. So you can keep crocheting. I got it bad, sis. I got it bad. Ooh, I don't have two little people looking at me, though. Like, I just got me, and I'm trying to keep food out of my face, so this is what I'm choosing. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. It was like I ate a bag of potato chips or something when I woke up, and my hands were like, oh my gosh. Because normally I have pretty delicate hands and feet. But man, like Phil's mom even commented about, what size are your feet? They look really small. They're 8s. They're hanging out. They're 8s. Which I think is above average. I think average is a 7, 7.5. So, I don't know why I know that. I think I was reading an article for like health class or something. We're looking for current events. Do you remember that? Do you remember those current events? What time is it? 5:30. Okay. So yeah, I'm just hanging out, trying to see how I feel about this great pattern. Apparently I really dig it. Woo! It wasn't even hard to start. I just took a hot minute doing it. It's really cute at the bottom. I like how that ended up filling out underneath here. Isn't that cute? Even the back of it's really cute. I'll show you the back. I'm a fan. This is not tricky. Not tricky. And it's really simple. You can see right where you're supposed to go next. Sometimes I feel like I have to search for it. No one likes searching for it. Stop it. This is a everybody show. Get it together. I'm wondering too if like maybe I was swollen because I was like trying to keep it tight. Because I'm not just making my own. I'm trying to match Rachel's grandma's tension. I'm not doing a good job. I even have to use a smaller hook. I have Rachel's grandma's original hook that she was using, and to get the same tension on the yarn, I have to use something that's even smaller. That's fine. But my yarn control is trash, so it's fine. There's just so many steps to everything. Maybe that's why I like crochet a lot, because it's the same little bit over and over and over again, and then you've made something really cool at the end, like when you're done. And you can call it done whenever you feel like it, which is great. You don't have to keep running out and getting and buying and doing and piecing together and making dumb choices. Oh, no, 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 no. You just sit here and you do your thing, and then at the end of it, it looks great. Ta-da! I mean, I could call it done some now. It ain't nothing, but... Okay, here you are. Give me hair. Give me hair. My yarn's being a weirdo. Alright, I figured it out. Got it. I haven't hung up my faux hornet's nest yet. Maybe I will today. I was nervous about the rain, but I think that's over with. So I may hang it up today and take pictures. And I'm making some. I'm getting somewhere, I think. I don't know, but if I'm going to continue to do tutorials and stuff, I'm going to have to figure out a different setup, because, I mean, it was fine for what it was, but I know I can do it better, hands down, and I learned a lot, so the next one will be much better. There are some lunch and learns that I watch, and I don't want our tutorials to be like those. I want them to like, here's how you do the stitch, here's how you place it, let's go through line by line, word by word, and we can talk about it. So I've done, I've also been looking at doing diagrams, and instead of like, okay, so don't touch your face. Sorry. Ooh. Reading a pattern from a diagram is something that I want to learn how to do a little bit better. So right now I'm kind of, I can look at it and kind of figure it out, but I want to be able to read through them a little bit easier. I read through them about the same way someone new to crocheting would read through, like, probably this pattern. Like, one word at a time and slowly wrap your head around it. Like, that's how I am with the diagrams. Mostly, I think they are seen in, like, shawls and granny squares and such. So I kind of want to get better at reading diagrams. And that would be just fine for, like, a quick little lunch and learn videos that I've been watching. But they talk about full-blown patterns, and don't crochet at all. They just like, it would be like me making this and then laying it out and then just telling you about it. Instead of, like I did with the hornet's nest, I'm taking you through explaining what I'm meant and what I'm saying with the pattern. And showing it to you with the yarn. That was a lot. I hope that made sense. So yeah, I've been really active in the crochet crafting world and bringing it to you into the studio. Oh, we have to set up a registry. See, it's like stuff like that. It just keeps you know. Oh, dang. So before, I don't know, probably a year ago, I was like, we don't need a gift registry. It's fine. We have everything we could ever want. Just give us money. And then my brother brought up the point of, how about you replace the stuff that you have, because it's probably all like college mismatchy shenanigans, and get some real life grown-up stuff. Yeah, my brain exploded. Now I get it. Now I understand. And then we can gift our current stuff to people who might need it. Like someone going to college in August or something like that. Or, I don't know, some of my employees might need more silverware or something. I can gift it to them. So, look at that. Because that's how I got all the stuff I have now. All of the glassware that I have. Minus the wine glasses. Thanks, guys. But I think my brother might have gotten some new visitor's glasses on their wedding registry. And so he gave me his old ones. So, you know, stuff like that. Replacing it. Oof. My word. Okay. Everything's happening all at once. See, I'm not perfect. It takes me a hot minute to get through some of this stuff. I have to back out of stuff. I have to get rid of some stuff. Frog it, as it were. So frogging actually stands for something. I forget what, but it does. I have to look it up. And another row finished. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, good. I think I just made up a space. Alright, chain 2, turn, 2 double crochets in last stitch. 1, 2, and repeat pattern. Ta-da! Yeah. I'm a fan of this bad boy. I'm a fan. It's not that long either, so it's not super crazy. It's not super big. What is it? About 2 feet? How many is that? Is that about a foot? About 18 inches. Yeah, that isn't a foot. Probably 14, probably 24 inches long. Yeah, let me lean back. So not that long. Wide. I think it's wide, and then you grow it. I think that's how this one goes. Okay, I'm gonna go. I highly recommend this pattern. Yes, I do. I highly recommend this yarn. I do. And I will take photos of this when it's finished. Should be this week. And I will take photos when I finally when I finally hang up my hornet's nest. It's fine. It's still hanging out. Jesus. Woo! Alright, you guys are the best. Mwah. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you learned a little something. I dropped some real yarn knowledge today, I thought. We'll see. Let me know what you think about doing the kind of NICU warrior group idea. I mean, it would be within this one, but I could just post specific patterns for them, for you guys, instead of having to feel like you need to do the crochet along and be a little overwhelmed by that. You could at least do some smaller blankets and feel like you're doing something. So let me know what you think, and I'm here for you if you need me. You are the best. And I hope you had a great 4th of July weekend. I know I'm still hungover from it. So, have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.